Hey everyone, this is Blackbinder, and welcome back to the Let's Play of Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire. Last time we left off, we were checking out the hole, and we were going to talk to Seduzo. This Rauatayan sits ramrod straight. On the table near her are a half-empty liquor bottle and a small porcelain cup. Both smell of anise. Anise? I don't know what that means. I hope it's not anus. She looks like she's trying to blend in, but her unnatural stillness and her bright, spotless attire make her stand out like a reef fish against the rocks. Her eyes find yours.
Harami!
I am here, Seduzo Nui.
Nui, what is that, master? Big, so big Seduzo.
Do we expect today a scramble root merchant?
What does that mean? Rautai and Coastal Amoa. Seduzo keeps her eyes on you even as she speaks to the soldier. There is only a brief pause.
We do not, Seduzo Nui.
The captain shifts uncomfortably.
Then state your business quickly. I want to avoid another surprise.
She glances around quickly, as if she expects someone to jump out of another corner of the tavern. What's your business in Nekataka?
Nearly done, I hope. I sold a consignment of iron and cultural coral, and will return to Rauatai with vorals, merkberries, and Ondra stars.
She shifts in her chair, tugging at her conspicuously clean and bright clothes.
Are you writing that down?
She raises an eyebrow at Seraphim.
Nay, lass. We're merely moved to a momentary bout of verse by the beauty on display before me.
He clears his throat and secretes. I think it says secretes, but I think it's secrets the scrap of paper into a pouch. Shoti puffs out a heated breath. Let's hear it, Seraphim.
They're very bawdy rhymes, Cap. Not meant for prim and proper mercantile types.
He rubs the back of his head. She looks at Seraphim as though he were a particularly talkative rodent. She turns back to you.
Anyway, that's what brought me here.
She fidgets with her cup. I thought Rautaians operated out of the Brass Citadel.
Most do.
She avoids meeting your gaze. Her mouth is pressed into a hard frown. I don't have two insight, apparently.
What is your business with me?
What's your
Nearly
business?
done.
You seem nervous.
Nope.
Does the Royal Deadfire Company know you're trading
consignment
here? She sets her glass down with a loud clatter.
The Royal Deadfire Company would frown on business in this district. But there's no harm if they don't know. What is your business with me?
Alright, so we'll probably have to come back to her later. Let's talk to Harami. Who's Harami? Nope, nobody. I think that's her, the dude she was talking to. There's a Vithrak back here. That's pretty crazy. They're like basically the mind flayers of this universe. Tasty mind snacks. Yeah, see? They're like mind flayers. Let's go to the upper floor, see what's up there. Vithrak, I don't know if they're like spider overlords, but they always seem to have spiders with them. And they talk about their young as if the spiders were their young, so I don't know. That looks like a very technological room. There's a pirate on the floor. Some pirates playing dice. Let's come in here. Forsaken cat. Dude the Six-Toes cat. Dude, I like that guy. What's he do? While Dude the Six-Toed Toes cat is following you around, you regain some health when you deal the killing blow against an enemy, only 20. And your party is less likely to be hit by attacks, so it's a tanky pet. Which is pretty cool. And his name is Dude, which is awesome. None of you guys have any special names, so I'm not going to bother talking to you. Gold-packed rogue. Alright, there's a rogue at the door, so I'm going to make sure I save before I come in here and talk to Orin. A dwarf sits before a generous and curious spread, steamed mussels arranged in concentric circles, rounds of flatbread stacked in a neat tower, and melons sliced in even triangles. There's no way in hell that ogre made that for him. The ogre cook. Yet his attention is focused on the 4 cups and the bottle in front of him. He has the cups organized in an almost perfect square around the bottle, but as you look on, he leans down to adjust one. The others with him wait quietly and observe the ritual. Let's wait. Holding his breath, he takes the bottle and measures an equal serving of wine into the cups, making 3 or 4 passes over each. His companions look on with practiced patience.
Don't see why you'd spend all that time arranging your food if you aren't making it look like a funny face.
I agree, Adair. You and I are kindred spirits. At last the bottle is empty and he places it in the exact center of the square. He picks it up and puts it down in the same spot twice more before he's satisfied. Sounds like this guy has some form of OCD.
Cheers.
They all take their cups and drink deeply. At last the leader turns to you.
What do you require?
What brought you to the Deadfire?
We had a contract with the Valian Trading Company to defend one of their most valuable properties. If you're looking for work, I hardly recommend them. They pay well, and they pay on time.
Seraphin leans near you, grinning.
Consistency in the shipping lanes. Good for types mercantile, but better for types piratical.
Did you say something?
Just admiring your spread, my lad. Nothing better after a meal than a ripe pair of melons.
Sure. I don't think he was talking about fruit. Let's take all their stuff that they'll let me take. Alright, looks like that's everything we can do in here. So let's get out. Go check out the balcony of the hole. I wonder if we can actually get down from here. We might have to go back through the hole. Yep, son of a gun. Oh well, there's a pet up here that we need to get. A hungry dog. Deuce. While Deuce is following you around, you receive a bonus to Constitution, and your party members regain some health when they kill an enemy. Cool. Don't need it, but that's fine. Son of a gun, loading screens. We got 1, 2, 3 loading screens to get through. Because we chose to check out the balcony. I could have just added a ladder or something. Guess we can make sure we didn't miss anything in here. No, we did not. Ogre Pirate is awesome looking. Alright, we got one place left to check in here. The Old City Lift. And then... Uh-oh. Someone's not happy with us. A man saunters over to you with a jagged smile. He's got a long crooked scar on his forearm, and he's rolled his sleeve up to flaunt it.
You must be new. Lucky for you, we have a special rate for newcomers.
Ha!
A bag of coppers in exchange for your life.
He brandishes a knife. One of his companions grinned widely enough to show you all of his missing teeth. But the way they're all gathered around you, leaving their own backs exposed, tells you they haven't been here long either. How convenient you just walked into my trap. You're newer than I am, which means you're poaching on someone else's territory. Yeah, that's good.
Told you.
One of the others punches the leader's shoulder. The thugs look at one another and exchange a few panicked whispers.
It seems we've made a mistake. Forgive and forget, no?
No, I want to kill you because you're a thug. Oh well. If it were up to me, I'd kill all the thugs trying to steal everyone's money. Probably wouldn't make things any better. Looks like we discovered a secret over here. 600 coppers. Nice. Did we go into Biha's home? We must not have. I don't know why we wouldn't have, but let's check it out. Nope, nothing in there. That's weird that there's so many... There's 2 different named homes in here with nobody in them. I'm guessing we will come back here later.
Please, I did nothing.
You see a man being dragged along a rickety boardwalk toward a rusty cage that swings over the abyss. He strains against the guard's grip. The guard delivers a savage backhand. No, we are not going to let this happen.
Or do you wish to consign her to the old city as well?
The warrior casts a meaningful glance at a woman standing a short distance away.
Let him go!
Oh, there's Biha. She screams at the guards, but she doesn't dare approach. The man notices her. His face lights up with shame.
Bia, I'm sorry.
Your tongue flops like a dying fish. I tire of its stink. Lower him down!
No, I want the chance to stop it and kill all the guards. 'Cause they're evil, damn it. The guards drag the Raparo into a metal cage and lock him inside. He shouts and rattles the bars as it is lowered over the edge of the platform. Eventually, his screams are lost to the depths.
May Tangaloa devour your souls, you cold-blooded eels.
Well, I guess I'll have to go down there and save him. Let's go talk to Biha first. I imagine that has something to do with it.
Bataro not enough for you?
Juana child. Let's talk to one of them. Do you think Overseer Hitango will come for us? A woman thrashes a row of tunics and sarongs hanging from the rafters. Her pointed teeth are gritted in frustration, her lips set in a snarl. The clothes are spotless, yet she swings a handful of reeds again and again, grunting with each blow. Several children huddle together, whispering and looking on with red, tearful eyes.
Bataro is gone. Dead. What more do you want?
She punctuates each statement with a fierce whack of the weeds. The children flinch, looking between you and the woman. Take a deep breath and let's talk about this, whatever it is, calmly. She looks at you for the first time. A fraction of her anger burns off.
Forgive me. I thought you were one of the foreigners who sent him away. Outsiders here always go to the tavern. My village was not like this. Why does Queen Onikaza not send the foreigners away?
How did you know the man who was lowered into the old city? One of the children starts to say something, but Bia shoots him a sharp glare. She turns back to you, arms crossed, gripping the reed bundle tightly.
Bataro is punished already, I say. Whatever offense he gave, do not hang it on our necks.
She begins swatting at the laundry again, though with considerably less gusto. I know you're scared, but I'm not here to harm you.
We say the only thing that live in these depths are ghost eels. And fish eaten by ghost eels.
I don't know what that means.
Which are you?
She turns away from you, striking the sarong harder and harder.
The traders say they bring riches in their big ships.
The fabric pops and snaps beneath her fury. Sweat is flying, spattering the clean sarong.
But what reaches the gullet? Only crime and sickness, I say.
She pauses to take another couple of swings at the sarong. Listen.
The Rawatayans promise marvels, strong walls, and plenty for all.
She moves on to the next tunic, thrashing it with an even greater fury.
Akira, still my back aches from building their fort, and still I live here. And Bataro said we would finally leave.
She breaks off, her shoulders heaving as she catches her breath. I'm so sorry.
It is only another word.
She shrugs, still catching her breath.
Outsiders cover our islands with walls and gates. Many Huana come to Nekataka, but even here, the outsiders crowd us. In the villages, the chieftains know even the Roparu. Here, even neighbors are strangers. That is Deadfire now.
How's it the foreigner's fault?
I only want to be free of this place. That is how the trouble started. I heard a Rawatayan captain took up at the tavern. Suduzo, they call her. They say she is a traitor, so I thought maybe she will take passengers. Bataro went and found her in the tavern.
Her eyes go hard and dark.
Next I see him, the guards are dragging him to the cage.
She bares her teeth at the memory. Maybe I can talk to Saduzo. She looks at you with the same critical eye she's been giving her laundry, wringing and tugging the reeds.
You have the same way of talking. You are also from Rawatai, so maybe she will listen.
She looks around, taking in the hanging clothes, the huddled children, and the warped, splintering walls of the shack around them.
Bataro took some coin. Everything he scraped together working on the docks. When he went to bargain with the captain. I would offer it to you, but it is probably in the old city with Bataro. Or in someone else's pocket.
I could look for Bataro.
I could never ask someone to go down to the old city, but since you offer...
She trails off, working the reeds between her hands while hope and dread battle in her eyes.
It is a big and dangerous place. But perhaps he hid himself. Perhaps, please, help him if you can. Or bring me news if you cannot.
How many of you need passage to Rautai?
We are 6. 3 children, 2 babes, and me.
Does no one else from the cast look after them?
Akira. It was so in the village, where Bataro and me came from. But here, we are all strangers. No one looks in on the sick or cares for the children.
Alright, give 600 copper. I found the money Bataro hid. Take it.
That much copper would only bring suspicion. Besides, maybe Suduza will accept it in exchange for passage.
Alright, let's go talk to her then. And then go hit the overseer for being a dickhead. Alrighty, let's see what she's got to say.
What is your business with me?
Did you cross paths with a man named Bataro?
The one who threatened me. I shall not soon forget him.
She raises her cup for another sip, scowling into the liquor.
These Huana learn too many pretty words from the Valians. You cannot trust what they say.
What exactly happened?
This fellow wanted passage on my ship. As if I were the village ferryman.
She tosses back the rest of her drink a little too quickly.
I told him there was none to be had. Certainly not at his price.
Then what? She refills her cup and sets the bottle down hard. You notice again that her hand is shaking.
He told me he had coin. Lots of it. I did not believe him. How could a man who lives in a garbage heap have enough money for passage?
She shakes her head.
So you assumed the worst and threw him to the wolves?
No, you presumptuous Adiran. I assumed nothing until I saw the swollenette.
Go on.
I knew then that I was dealing with a pirate. I had heard they were influential in the Gullet, but I did not realize how much so. I called for the guards and they dragged him away. That is the last I saw of him.
Biha and the children still need passage out of the city.
There's nothing I can do. The passenger quarters have been reserved by a dwarf named Orin. Why do you bring this to me?
Seduzo Nui, they have little here. Think of how you could benefit from Rauatayan culture. Think of how they could benefit from Rauatayan culture.
That must be the first time I've ever heard civil speech in the Gullet.
She nods at your use of the respectful suffix.
Very well. I could take 3 more in the hold, and no more. Orin and his crew have reserved the berths.
The children are small. Surely you can take more.
I will already have to abandon crates of cargo to make room for these 3. Plus, send
Very
them
well.
to me. The sooner we leave, the better.
I want to find enough room for Biha and all the children.
And I told you...
Alright, let's go. She said there's none, but I can go talk to Orin, and hopefully he's not a dickhead. His OCD will probably not allow him to, whatever. He probably needed specifically 3 rooms or something.
What do you require?
I hear you bought passage on Captain Seduzo's ship.
Indeed. The good captain has 4 adequate berths, all equally sized, all facing the same direction. And she's promised to leave promptly.
Yep, see? All equally sized, all facing the same direction.
A most agreeable arrangement.
What would it take for you to cede your spots on Seduzo's ship?
Out of the question. We're due in Tekoa for another contract, and the client has already paid the advance.
He sips from his cup and immediately runs a folded handkerchief around the rim. She can't be the only person taking people out of here.
And we have already paid Seduzo. I couldn't possibly take back the same coins I have already spent.
Alright, what's our intelligence at? I need 14 intelligence. Huh. Alright, I can get 1 from a pet. Now let's look at our drugs. This is what drugs are for, people. To give you more intelligence. Come on, I only need 1 that gives me +2 intelligence. There's +1 intellect. There we go, +2 intellect. Eat it. Oh shit, that's right, I can't eat it here. Food can only be consumed when resting. So, let's go down, talk to Ferna. I don't know that I can eat while resting here, though. Can I? Resting is not allowed in this area. Of course not.
Need something?
Like to buy something. I'd like a room. Where can I... No. Alright, let's rest and see. Come on, man. Just let me eat. Nope. Okay. Is this stuff... Like, I can't even use the drugs, can I? Let's go in here and check out... Does anything give me intellect? Yes! There we go. Ripple sponge. For the save once again. I'm pretty sure I used it. Drugs in the last game. Because I always tank some of my stats and it always comes back to bite me in the butt. But you can usually either rest it in and then eat something and then use drugs to get a decent stat for whatever you need to use it for. Alright, save it. Eat it. Alright, we are at 14 intellect. We don't even need the pet. I'm booking passage for a family, but Seduzo only has room for 3 of them, so they'll be split. His hand jerks so violently that he splashes a few drops of wine on the table. He mops them up, a rigid and pained expression on his face. And you'll be stuck with half of them for the whole journey. Won't that be odd?
That will not do. That will not do at all.
He's still dabbing at the spilled wine. How can someone like this survive in this time period? But something brutal has crept into his frown. His companions shuffle nervously. At last, Oren pushes back from the table and looks up at them.
To Queensberth, quickly. We must find a more suitable ship.
The gold-packed knights file out together. And then we'll have to pay what's-her-face anyway, probably. Well, OCD has saved a family, thankfully. I don't want them to leave before I get Botaro out, but I also don't want to... I want to finish this while I'm in here, so... See if we can't talk to her again and do this thing. Oren won't be traveling with you anymore. I've killed him. She eyes you suspiciously. The soldier with her shrugs.
That's convenient for you. But never mind. If there's trouble, I'm staying out of it. The berths are paid for. You can send your friends as long as you promise not to make trouble for me. Just do it soon. I don't want any mess you've made to spill onto my decks.
Gotcha. Then, before I send them, I'm gonna go get Botaro out. Because I don't want to chance him being separated from the family.
You'd be better off mooning after someone with half a foot between her ears, lass.
You can't dictate what the heart wants, Seraphine. Thought you, of all people, would know that.
Well, the heart can be a right stupid git sometimes. It don't always deserve your listening.
With half a thought between their ears, is he talking about Adair? Does she like Adair? That would be cute. Overseer Hatenga.
The Gullet is no place for outsiders.
I don't like you. He notices you with a sharp nod. Let's say there were some people sick with drought. No. Why was that man sent below?
Botaro? He associated with foreign criminals. I cannot be certain about Thea, so I let her go. But I will be watching her. These wicked sorts overrun the Gullet and corrupt the Raparu. Our justice must be swift and firm.
Where does this lift go?
To the old city, Ikira. A god's cursed ruin filled with walking corpses and abominations of the deep. And the remains of lawbreakers and troublemakers. The Gullet is no place to wander. Watch yourself for rowdies and pirates.
I want access to the lift to the old city.
Are you mad or merely lost? That place is a punishment for the lowest sort.
He waves a hand toward the exit.
Go and explore someplace with pleasant views and fresh air. The harbor, or Periki's Overlook.
Nekataka has a rich history and some of it lies buried. I must see it for myself. He shakes his head.
It's your neck, Ikira. We will leave the lift down there for half a day. That should be enough time to come back to your senses. After that, you are on your own. The guard will let you pass.
Alright. Let's check out what is up here first, and then we'll go down. Let's repair supplies, but we're already full up. The wheel groans with the cage's weight. It's slick with protective oil. Alright, let's do this thing. A rickety metal cage swings over an abyss. Your clothes billow with a foul wind from below, and faint screams and roars echo from the depths. Still, you can make out no details from this distance. Go down. You step onto the jouncing cage. The door slams shut and your descent begins with the rattle of chains. As your eyes adjust to the gloom, you begin to make out crumbling ruins and shadows flickering between them. The cage comes to rest with a groan. Alright, so I don't think we'll be able to rest down here, otherwise the cage will go back up. He specifically said we have half a day, so we'll try to do this in one rest period. Which actually isn't that big of a deal anymore, except for injuries, because all of our spells are per encounter now. Or almost all of them. What is this? Old Anne Orlando? Because of all the bodies. Or no, what is it called? Old Town? I forget. The place that was flooded in Dark Souls. The first one. The bones are warm to the touch. Gross. Gonna be lots of fights with undead down here, I'm guessing. What is that? An essence battery? What is an essence battery? Well, it hurts everyone. It's a bomb, apparently. Alright, we got a padded cap. Why, Botaro, would you leave? Okay, Sigil of Nightmare. Let's kill it. Oh, god dang it. I hate specters, and I hate ghosts. They're annoying to fight is why, not because I'm afraid of them. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna Devotions of... No, we're gonna Shining Beacon as soon as they all get close enough. Nope. They moved. There you go. You... They are resistant to cold, but I'm gonna use Chill Fog anyway. Let's go ahead and use her heal. Not yet. Alright, now we can use it. Adair's hurt. You can upgrade it to hurt ghosts and vessels. They're called vessels even more. The priest ability, Holy Radiance. Okay. Wait, how the hell are you all the way back there? How did that happen? Oh god, shades suck so much. You tumble away. Where is it? Quick tumble. That's why I got it. And then Shoti, you are going to Devotions of the Faithful again? No, I can't. So it's just Ionic Projection. This is a bunch of times. Run! Sympathy for the Lost on myself. Nope, too late. Alright. We are gonna load this and try again. Problem is, I don't really have any for sure ways to hurt them. They're hard to hit, and the specters blow up when you kill them too, so even if you can get one down. Oh, you know what? Essence battery. They keep putting these bombs right where we need them. We will use a dare to... No, you know what? We're going to use the bear. What does Curse of Nightmares do anyway? Well, I can't tell because he's a pet. No! God dang it. I want them to come with me. Come on. I guess we'll have to keep them in sight. Looks like that's what they did. Some kind of swap or dimensional step. That's what got Adair to go crazy. Come on. Then everybody blow up the essence battery. Melee, stay away. They were not close enough to get hit. Awesome. They can't be frightened. Let's just frenzy with Seraphim. What the heck happened? Oh my god. Look how far it took him over there. Alright, you two are gonna have to tank because Adair seemed to want to go over there. We need to take down the shades are the big problem. The Spectre, they're annoying too. So let's get some more accuracy on everyone with Shoti and then mark the shade. Then run away. You come over here and take him down. Probably missed, though. I'm gonna have Shoti, you know what? I'm actually gonna have you Shining Beacon, since I can hit most of them at once. I'm gonna have, Aloth, Combusting Wounds, and my own guy, Wounding... Actually, you know what? I'm gonna have my own guy, do Blinding Strike on the Shade. Oh my god, stop doing that. It is a very useful move, I guess. Keep me out of trouble. Man, look at that. How hard did you hit the Shade for? 4 damage, jeez. That's rough. See if I can get a Reaper's Harvest off on it, or a Soul Reap. Minoleta's Minor Missiles. Decent enough, I guess. Okay, the Shade's almost down, so let's do Sympathy for the Lost on myself so I don't die. Then, Kalikoth Minor Blights. Do it. You two kill the or no. Seraphin's gonna kill the Spectre, and the Bear is gonna kill the Shadow. I'm gonna use Barbaric Blow with Seraphin on the Spectre. Hopefully do something. Gonna Q the Shade, or Ionic Projection the Shade. No penetration. You know what? Just get closer and Holy Radiance. Hopefully that will do some damage. No penetration. Let's check out these Kalikoth's Minor Blights. Come on, I can right click on that. 17 to 24 fire damage. It changes each, the element, I believe, changes each hit. Yep, see now it's acid. Is there anything else we can do with you? We need to take him down. There we go. They were crappy hits, but it worked, so. Adair, you go ahead and run over here. You're gonna have to run through these curses, but that's okay. Can anyone heal? Sort of. Why does it keep doing that? Alright, looks like we're gonna have to fight our way up there, so I'm gonna leave my melees back for a second. So we can kill these things without getting cursed. Holy cow. That did not hurt them very much at all. Oh, because it's immune to piercing. Awesome. Well, then I guess we're just all gonna have to attack it. Debuffs be damned. What does it do? -2 resolve? Oh, well, that's fine. For 30 seconds, 1 damage, so obviously it could stack up to something decent, but we're not gonna worry about it. I'm gonna have Adair heal himself with Second Wind. Is Aloth already out of his Kalikoth's Minor Blights? He is. You know what? We don't actually have to kill that, because these wraiths are somehow multiplying. Heal yourself, Adair. Heal yourself again. I don't know how I'm going to take these things down, though. They have low electricity damage reductions, but high fire damage reduction. That doesn't make sense. You use Vigorous Defense. I should have used that already. Alright, I'm going to have my guy use Blinding Shot again. Alright, so he should be fine for a while. He used Vigorous Defense. That's plenty, +20 to all defenses. So he's got 78 deflection, which is pretty nice. Are they actually attacking deflection? Yeah, it looks like they are. I'm going to have Seraphin use Barbaric Blow again. Nice, took him out. Then, Let's use Eye Strike, see if it works. Nope, it misses. How much did it miss by? 44 accuracy versus 56 fortitude, so probably not going to work. I'd have to get a decent roll for it to work. Ionic Projection, do it. Heal Adair a little bit, and everybody else. Looks like we don't have endurance anymore, or health, or whatever it is. In the last one, you had a pool of hit points that you could heal a max amount per rest, and now that doesn't seem to be the case. Which is good. It doesn't mean we have to rest. It means we don't have to rest as much. Take him out, Adair. Knock it down. What hit that for 34? Seraphim critted for 34 damage. Not bad. Okay. Now, let's check out all this stuff. Bullcrap, my mechanic skill is too low? And that's with a +2, it looks like. No. I keep thinking sleight of hand is mechanics for some reason. Save it before we talk to him.
I'm not looking for trouble. Not more, I mean. And I've not got a weapon on you. See?
Looked like you did have a sword on you. He raises his hands to show his sword is sheathed. Okay.
It's just, you're the first body I've bumped into in days that's actually breathing. I mean, could it be you're delving for forgotten treasures? Same as me?
His boots are slicked with grime, his clothes are filthy and rumpled from several days' wear, and his neck and hands are smeared in places with mud. A pack rests at his heels, empty enough to have flopped into itself. It likely carries no more than his dwindling supplies. No offense, but you're not looking or smelling so good. He licks his cracked lips, flashing crooked front teeth.
I'm loath to admit it, but look, I'm too desperate not to. I've found not a single trinket and no end to this pit since I first crawled down. I thought to follow the rivers out, but the caves are crawling with grubs.
How did you even get down here? Didn't you think it might be dangerous? He cants his head to one side, a knowing glint igniting his dark eyes.
I might ask the same to you, friend. Not everyone longs to die in their own bed. I thought I'd have more time. You haven't found a way out of here, have you?
What was your escape plan when you first ventured into the pit? He already told me to follow the river. How long have you wandered down here?
I packed provisions enough for 2 weeks. Started rationing when things looked grim. After the first odd days, I don't know beyond that.
He eyes the ripped toe of his boot as he scuffs it against the stone beneath his feet.
Andra's lure seems hardly worth it now. Suppose I fell for the bait though, didn't I? Fabled temple full of treasures, my ass.
If I clear a path, I'll let you know.
Right. I'll wait here, and you'll return for me, won't you?
He nods in answer to his own question, but a deep worry furrows across his brow. I won't leave you there, but I can't really help you right now. Alright, I'm going to go through my inventory and see if I can't get +2 to mechanics, but for right now, we're going to end the episode before we get to 40 minutes, so please leave a like or comment below, and feel free to subscribe for more full Let's Plays like this one. And thanks for stopping by.